Yo, what's up guys? Zach or Immortal here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we are jumping back into the world of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 to take a look at some brand new weapon tunes that are going to be coming to the game in the near future, as well as a new update on the global leaderboards feature. This comes at the hands of Tony Flame himself, who is the lead designer over on multiplayer for Black Ops 4. The other day over on Twitter, Wise Dodge tweeted at Tony Flame saying, "Hello sir, at Tony Flame. Any chance you will ever nerf the Titan and add global leaderboards so we can see our worldwide ranking?" To this, Mr. Tony Flame replied, "Tons of things in the works waiting to be unveiled soon. I believe this first part here is addressing the global leaderboards question, which David Vonahar also replied about recently when asked about it. He said that the global leaderboards idea wasn't really a thing at launch. They weren't planning on doing it due to technical difficulties, but things have changed and it's actually in the works now, it seems like. So sometime in the near future, global leaderboards will be added to the game, potentially even with the 1.08 update that we should be seeing any day now." Tony continues his response tweet here by saying, "The Titan, hard to please everybody with weapon balancing because someone always has to die in the gunfights, but when the community feedback is loud and consistent, it is a great indication for us that changes may be needed." And I think Tony here is definitely recognizing the community's plead for another Titan nerf, as even though it's been nerfed in the past, the weapon is still easily in the top 3 guns in the game. I mean, it still has next to no recoil, it still roasts people close range, medium range, long range. The weapon is just too good. I mean, easily in every lobby there's 3 to 4 people running around with a Titan, literally pushing into enemy spawns and somehow still winning gunfights even though it's an LMG and they're able to successfully run around with it. Or they're doing the exact opposite and they're posted up in a window with like Torque's barricade and razor wire behind them and just mowing down everybody who tries to come in and stop them. Either way, the Titan is still easily one of the strongest weapons in the game and definitely a crutch gun overall. Like I said, so many people flock to the Titan each and every lobby because it's viable in all situations. It destroys people in all situations. Overall, it's just a super strong weapon that I think definitely needs to be balanced, and it seems like the developers over at Treyarch, Tony Flame included, are also working on a Titan nerf as well. And with that, we're probably going to be seeing a bunch of other weapon fine-tunes and adjustments coming in this update too. This means we'll probably see some buffs to SMGs, as I still think they're one of the more underpowered classes in the game as far as range and damage goes. I could also expect to see some sort of weapon adjustment to either the entire assault rifle class or the ICR individually to more accurately compare it to the other assault rifles in the game. Once again, with the ICR here, very similar to the Titan, it's received multiple nerfs in the past and is still one of the best guns in the game. While I think people are branching out to some other assault rifles now, if you still want to be able to do well and win gunfights in a pretty easy fashion, the ICR is still a go-to weapon. I mean, it has no recoil, especially with grip 2, you get no flinch or next to no flinch, and the gun is just strong overall. Still, like I said, a very solid weapon despite receiving a couple of nerfs. So either the ICR could get adjusted and fine-tuned to more accurately compare with the other assault rifles in the class, or you could adjust all of the other assault rifles to more accurately match the ICR and make them more competitive in that nature. Either way, I definitely see some assault rifle adjustments coming as well. As I mentioned earlier, this response tweet from Tony Flame also mentioned the progress of the global leaderboards being added to the game, which a lot of people consider to be a pretty big deal. I know back in, I believe, Infinite Warfare, the game launched without leaderboards and players were livid. It seems like players are a little bit less angry about it this time around, but global leaderboards will also be a nice addition to finally see in game. I do know for a fact that there's quite a few players out there who do like giving it their all to try and get that #1 spot on the leaderboards or highest score per minute in a certain mode compared to the rest of the world, things like that. So it does seem like there are some pretty promising updates headed to Black Ops 4 here in the near future in terms of weapon balancing and some other game features being added. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up, slap that like button, and if you're brand new here to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe with your channel notifications turned on. I will also be hanging out down in the comment section, hearting and replying to your guys' comments, so be sure to come hang out with me down there, drop me a comment or two. With that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.